Four, three, two, one, go.
This climate project will cover two separate locations. The first location is Carnarvon, a town on the coast of Western Australia, approximately 900 kilometres north of the state capital, Perth. It is located at the estuary of the Gascoyne River. The second location is Manaus, a city located in the South American nation of Brazil and is the capital city of the state Amazonas. The city is situated in the middle of the Amazon rainforest and is on the riverbank of both the Amazon River and the Black River. The objective of this climate project is to investigate the climate characteristics of Carnarvon and a city with similar climate characteristics, in our case, Manaus. Following this, an investigation will be made into how the traditional and vernacular architecture of Manaus, through their design, is able to provide passive heating, passive cooling, and passive sound and lighting. Each topic will make reference to 3 specific buildings. Subsequently, these methods will be adapted into a proposal that suggests how these methods could be used to improve construction methods used in Carnarvon, as such improving the suitability of the buildings to the climate of the region.
Nina?
Carnarvon is a coastal town with an arid climate in Western Australia, Gascoyne region. The area receives little rainfall throughout the year, with an average of 200 millimeters annually. Summer months can be hot, with temperature reaching up to 40 degrees Celsius and 104 Fahrenheit. Visitors should pack sunscreen, water, and other essentials and avoid staying outdoors during the hottest part of the day. Carnarvon is a home unique range of flora and fauna, including the Carnarvon, George Caesar, kangaroo, wallabies, and emus. The arid climate can be impact agriculture and other industries in the area, but it has also given rise to diverse range of crops such as bananas, mangoes, and papayas.
In Australia, the Australian Bureau of Meteorology divides the country into 8 climate zones based on temperature and humidity patterns listed from Zone 1 to Zone 8. Carnarvon falls under Zone 3, hot dry summer, warm winter. On a Köppen-Geiger climate classification, however, it falls under BSH. B represents the dry climates. These climates are typically associated with regions that have limited rainfall and are often found in desert or semi-arid areas. S indicates a steppe climate, which means that the area experiences a shorter period of rainfall compared to desert climates. H signifies a hot climate, indicating that average temperature in the hottest month exceeds 22 degrees Celsius. Manaus, Brazil falls under the Köppen-Geiger climate classification AF. A indicates a tropical climate characterized by high temperatures throughout the year. F signifies that the region has significant rainfall throughout the year with no distinct dry season. In-depth comparison, temperatures. Manaus records temperature ranges of 21 to 36 degrees Celsius with an average annual temperature of 27 degrees. September to October are the hottest months and January to March the coldest. Comparing temperatures, Carnarvon experiences higher highs and lower lows. The temperature ranges from 7 degrees to 41 degrees, with an annual average temperature of 22 degrees. January to March are the hottest months, while June to August are the coldest. Precipitation. Manaus experiences heavy rainfall annually with an average rainfall of approximately 2,250 millimeters. Carnarvon receives relatively low rainfall with an annual average of around 270 millimeters. This is equivalent to 1 month of rainfall in Manaus' rainy season. Humidity. Manaus average annual humidity level is 90%. Carnarvon is 66%. Both of these regions have relatively higher humidity levels. Wind speed. Wind speed levels of 6 ms are recorded annually on average in Carnarvon. This is higher than Manaus' recorded average of 2. This difference is due to Carnarvon's coastal location, which experiences sea breezes.
Passive solar heating is an effective and efficient way of heating a building without the use of any mechanical or electrical methods. Predominantly found in homes, passive solar heating's design purpose is to keep out the summer heat while allowing for the absorption of the limited amount of heat projected by the sun in cooler climates during wintertime. The Customs House in Manaus, Brazil is the structure that will be referred to during the explanation of passive heating methods. Building orientation for passive heating incorporates the architectural positioning of the structure to accommodate for cooler environments and the winter sun. The ideal orientation is within the range of 15 degrees west and 20 degrees east of true north. This allows the standard eaves to admit the winter sun and exclude the summer sun with no efforts or additional costs. The prevention of heat loss is critical in the passive solar design of the structure due to the source of heat only being available mainly during the daytime. Insulation with a high RW rating can be recorded to collect the heat within the structure for up to 16 hours in a cloudy climate. Ceilings account for the highest amount of heat loss in a structure, where 25 to 35% of heat loss occurs here. According to Volume 2 of the Building Code of Australia, insulation should be predominantly in the ceiling, as this is where heat will commonly escape from. Thermal mass is the ability of a material to absorb and store the heat energy transferred from the sun. Appropriate uses of thermal mass can have a significant effect on the passive solar heating of a structure. Architects during the design stages ensure the thermal mass of a structure is efficient with the climate of Manaus in Brazil.
The natural ventilation in the Amazonas Public Library. Natural ventilation is one of the simplest and most affordable ways for a passive cooling solution. With natural cross ventilation, it allows the building and architecture to cool down naturally while providing a comfortable living environment. Certain designs actually provide a deliberate air flow through the space within the building, which results in an effective passive cooling solution. Thermal mass insulation in the dome of the Amazonas Opera House in Manaus. With the appropriate insulation within the building, it can keep the required heat and temperature in the building and while allowing the passive airflow to flow throughout. The thermal mass glazing in the Manaus Customs House. Certain glazing on windows provides the same effect as insulation would in buildings. Double glazed windows allow the absorption of natural light to pass through into the buildings while simultaneously keeps the harsh heat out of the buildings.
The first strategy I chose was for the Amazon Theatre, the dome structure. I explored for sound management. This dome structure on the Amazon Theatre provides beneficial sound benefits for the theatre as the sound level is elevated from the interior space and echoes throughout the grand space. The sound waves would evenly flow along the interior, being set out into this curved structure that ties in with the curvature of the dome, allowing for even sound waves to be spread amongst the audience. The exterior of the dome would also reflect sound waves from the outside, also due to the dome being far from the ground level. This would also be beneficial in reducing ground level noise. The second strategy would be passive lighting. As can be seen through the Metropolitan Cathedral of Our Lady of Conception in Manaus, this building uses tinted and recessed windows to specifically illuminate the sacred space accordingly. The simple design blocks out glare and reduces direct sunlight and is also beneficial for a low-angle winter solstice. The recessed windows also help provide passive lighting through the two separate levels, and with an opening in the middle with various amounts of dim and calm light is provided throughout the space. The third strategy I explored for passive lighting is the use of high gloss flooring, which allows for further sunlight distribution across the length of a large space. The light is reflected off the gloss floor finish and into the ceiling, spread along the large volume of space. The use of a warm brown texture along with this gloss finish also provides natural daylighting to be entered, as certain colors such as a warm brown would attract natural daylight.
To summarize the collection of points discussed by others, the following points are to support their evaluations. A good use of domes and how it can relate to the heat in City 1 is it is helpful in creating high ceilings to allow heat to escape and make cooler on the ground floor. Recessed windows allow passive lighting to enter the building, which also blocks the harsh sun from entering the window. Increase in thermal mass can make the insulation more helpful in heating and cooling in the rooms inside. With the added materials, insulated area will become more beneficial for hot climates in City 1. Both cities have similar climatic months. How the sound travels in domed roofs makes it more acoustic, which allows the use of these designs to be applied in a large range of areas. The usage of traditional architecture versus modern features is a great topic for discussion. These concepts can be maybe applied to the modern construction buildings in City 2 by modifying and adapting buildings for particular technical and artificial purposes to be decreased further and enable sustainability across structures.